So you're probably looking at the title and thinking, this is not anything new. And you're right, but I thought I would just remake the Quarry, and it's a lot cooler. It takes 10 command blocks to do all this, so we'll explain the command blocks first. Later. Okay, so this was made by TPC. Not sure if he's done a tutorial on this yet, but if he has, I will link it in the description. So here is the crafting recipe. There we go. We get a magic quarry, and it's used to mine large chunks. So now we're going to build this structure. This is a dropper facing upwards, and we need to make sure it's facing positive Z when we throw this down. There we go. So it's summoned in, and it has a pretty cool animation. It's a little bit out of sync at the moment. I'm going to change that. But this is it. This is the quarry. Now, as it's working, I am going to explain a few things. First of all, it does not collect grass or dirt or stone, just regular stone. It does collect the special stones such as andesite and diorite, and as you can see, it actually lines the edges with cobblestone as well. Now I'll show you another cool feature. This happens every 38 seconds or so as well, and the animation only plays when you get near it, just so it reduces lag, because there's about maybe 9 armor stands here. I think there's about 9, so having these on a 20 hertz clock isn't really the greatest thing, so I think I might change that. So we've got some water there. Actually, let's place some lava here as well. Oh, too late. But as you can see, it deletes the water as you go. Now let's try another test. Fill up this area right here with water, and you can probably guess already that the cobblestone is going to stop it from flowing in. Let's just place some lava down as well so you can see that it works with lava. Alright, and as you might imagine, the items are actually getting teleported to this spinning glass block right here, and you can modify the structure after it's been converted. You do lose quite a lot of iron in the process, but what you lose in iron you make up for in the loot that you gain from using this machine. There we go, and it has a nice cool little particle effect. Remember that it's only taking 10 command blocks to run this whole system. Now let's place down some new blocks. Let's place down some diamonds, for instance. Place down some of these, and it's actually going to ignore the dirt, but it's going to mine the diamonds. But the coolness doesn't stop there. We can build a structure of whatever we want right here, and it will save it along the way. So we can see that happening any second now. Let's just create a nice little structure so you can just see what's going on, and it also works with tile entities. And as you can see, it's collected the diamond, and it also has brought down this structure a tiny bit as well, which is great. Also stores NBT data in blocks as well, so you can actually bring your chests down wherever you go. Now let's take a look at this thing, see if we've collected the diamonds, and there we go. As you can see, there's no stone and there's no dirt. So, pretty interesting, right? Now you're probably thinking, what if you have 2 of these quarries at the same time? Well, I'll save you the trouble and say, the answer is they just annihilate each other. And that is it. So you can't exploit this thing just like the other one. You can have 2 side by side and they will work perfectly fine. They will be synced up though, so they will create and dig at the same time. But that's nothing to worry about, very minor things. And you can actually use this thing as storage as well. So if I put in my 55 diamond ore in there, as you can see it also saved the diamonds here, then that will also be saved as well. Now this is actually going to stop at layer 6, and then it won't destroy itself, but it will destroy this spinning block here, and it will destroy the diamond pickaxes on the sides. So that's how you know it's going to be done. Now if I just destroyed this right now, all of those things get deleted, as well as the spinning glass block here. Now if you have multiple quarries, they will not interfere with each other, which is the coolest thing, unless you create a system where they completely annihilate each other. But as you can see, you dropped it, and you have to build the structure again, but you get to keep the magic quarry that you crafted. Alright, time to create a new magic quarry. Bam! Doesn't that look cool? Remember, only 10 command blocks. I will explain that in a moment though. But in the meantime, we can accelerate the process with this thing I made. There we go, it's going to start mining down. Now if I press that button too many times, then it will actually break the machine, but it won't actually happen in a survival circumstance because you won't have command blocks to accelerate the process, which is all well and good. But there we go, it's mining away, and I am going to come back once it's finished and I'll show you what it looks like when this thing is destroyed and what loot you can get. One thing I forgot to mention is that this thing will not collect experience orbs. So if you want to do some enchanting, then you're either going to have to collect the experience orbs yourself or find another method of obtaining them. Okay, I've never seen this before. I think I've found a bug. We are currently on layer 9 at the moment, so 3 more and then it will be done. And just like that, the machine is finished. And it's spinning around at the moment, not knowing what it's doing. But if we go up, you will see that the glass block here has been deleted. So nothing spectacular happens when it finishes. And then after that, you can just collect the loot if it will let me. Maybe. Okay, so I can't place a block there. Let's hope for the best. Did we get it? We got it. Awesome. So let's take a look at some of the loot that we obtained just by mining out this chunk. Alright, so this is the loot we got, and as you can see, in terms of iron, it didn't quite pay for itself. Sometimes it might, but sometimes it might be significantly low. So in terms of iron output, 81 ingots is probably on the mark. However, everything else is completely profitable, and remember that this thing is reusable. So I personally believe that this thing is underpowered. Once you have one, then it's just easy to have loot forever. So I think that we need to increase the price, but that's just my opinion. So let's just go straight to the command blocks. So when you activate the machine, there's a nested execute detect, which detects if the glass block is on the structure. Then it summons 10 armor stands. Then it does a particle, a sound, and a bunch of fill commands. Everything else is just cosmetic, and that is all there is to that. So what about every 38 seconds when it actually mines? Well, it teleports the armor stands down, clones whatever was above it downwards, that's how I got the moving floor effect, replaces the dirt and stone with air, and then destroys the remainder of the blocks. Then it does 4 fill commands, which place down the cobblestone. And I forgot to mention in this replace command, it also includes lava and water. Then once it reaches layer 6, using this command that I'm putting on the screen, it will just change the tag, kill all the armor stands near it, and it's going to kill the closest quarry armor stand. And that is all there is to this module, so if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. But for now, thanks everyone for watching, I will see you in the next episode. Take care.